One of the big themes that we learn in the book really early on is that Jersey has a really extremely restrictive contract that she's under for the next 3 years. And it's a big kind of theme throughout the entire book. Why was that such a critical part of the book and her story for you?
That kind of goes back to character development too. So usually when I am trying to get a plot line kind of figured out, I start at point A and I'm like, okay, the end is point XYZ. How do I get my character from being where they are at point A to being at point XYZ? And why haven't they done that already is the biggest thing. So for Jersey, which we do learn this pretty quickly in the book, so it's not necessarily a spoiler, but she is really restricted by her contract. And so that is what has kept her from doing this the whole time. Um, and she really hasn't felt like she was able to do it, to able to kind of step into that metaphorical spotlight, and kind of put herself first. So that was the journey, was to kind of figure out, why does she want this? Why hasn't she done it? And how can she do it? So just all of the questions that I needed to ask to figure out who Jersey is as a dynamic main character.
The other thing I loved about it too is I think while I obviously cannot relate to being a famous pop star under a very restrictive contract, one of the things that it made me think a lot about is how often all of us as people often have these situations where others put us kind of restrict who we are or think about us in a certain way, and we kind of restrict our own behaviors and actions as a result
Yeah,
based on
for
who
sure.
people want us to be. So I think there was like a really nice like overall lesson that you could take from that too.
Yeah. Jersey, when I first started writing the book, it was equal parts a story about Jersey and it was a story about Hayes and kind of their separate careers. As I got into the writing process and especially into the editing process, it really became, oh my gosh, this is a Jersey story. Like it really kind of went more her direction. And so that was really fun to explore as well too. Just really leaning into that character.